Economic prosperity and overall development of the country are not possible without advancements in science and technology. Science and technology are crucial for identifying the resources available, creating employment, resolving problems and developing the country into an industrial nation. And in order to control the environmental damage and pollution that may be caused in the course of development, again science and technology is needed. Nepal Academy of Science and Technology, NAST, is an autonomous national academic institution set up to promote science and technology for the overall development of the country. It was set up by King Birendra on 5th December 1982 and is governed by Nepal Academy of Science and Technology Act 1992. NAST has four main objectives: promotion and development of science and technology, preserve and modernize domestic technologies, conduct research for innovation and technology development, identify technologies useful for the country and transfer such technologies. In order to achieve the aforementioned objectives, NAST functions in line with the Act. The Prime Minister is the Chancellor of NAST. The Minister for Science and Technology is its ex officio Pro-Chancellor, while NAST Academic Assembly members include the Vice Chairman of the National Planning Commission, Vice Chancellors of various universities, academicians of various academies, and other nominated members. The Academic Assembly is the supreme body of NAST. It formulates policies, formulates and endorses the annual programs and budget, conducts performance evaluation, appoints auditors, and gives necessary instructions to the Management Council. Also, the Assembly distributes scholarships, fellowships, honours, awards, and endorses the annual report. The Academic Assembly carries out all the work needed for realizing the objectives of NAST through its Management Council. The organizational structure of NAST includes the Academic Assembly, Management Council, Service Commission, Central Office, and committees and organizations. For carrying out the day-to-day business, there is a Vice-Chancellor, a Secretary, faculties, divisions at the Central Office. In order to realize its objectives, NAST, through its faculties of Science and Technology, conducts various research works. The promotion and publicity, planning and evaluation, internal audit, general administration, and personnel administration divisions assist in the promotion of the research works. The Faculty of Sciences involves various laboratories. This faculty has been working with topmost priority on scientific research and development. Under the Faculty of Science, research works are being conducted mainly in 5 areas. 5 laboratories and a unit facilitate these research works. The biological resources research work includes the study of biodiversity in the Chure area, carbon sequestration, improvement in livelihoods, study of life cycle of trees, study of microorganisms, study of crop pests and mushroom development programs. The Chure range, which covers 13% of Nepal's land area and spreads from the east to the west of the country, is rich in biodiversity. The Chure range lies between the Tarai and the Mahabharat range. Currently, this area is under threat from growing human activities. To tackle this threat, NAST studies the plants indigenous to the Chure area, identifies endangered plant species, and recommends the district forest offices to protect the plant species that are on the verge of extinction and to plant trees. Carbon sequestration is another important service provided by forests. NAST is currently conducting research on carbon sequestration in the buffer zones of the Sagarmatha National Park, Dolakha and Dhanusa. Scientific research should help the poor families and help them get out of their difficulties. For this, they need to engage in activities that give prompt results. Commercial production of mushrooms initiated in the earthquake-hit Dolakha district has been of some help towards this end. In order to assess the impact of climate change on forests and plants, Research works are ongoing in Manaslu area of Gorkha district, in Manang district and in the Sagarmatha area. These research have shown that chimal, a rhododendron variety, is gradually moving toward higher altitudes. Research is being carried out to grow mold from the stem, roots and leaves of chimal plant and use the mold for the treatment of certain diseases in plants and humans. Likewise, 2 mushroom varieties with high productivity potential brought from the US are being studied in controlled environment. If the study delivers positive results, then the mushrooms will be recommended to farmers for cultivation. Also, as the price of straw has been rising, search is ongoing for cheaper alternatives to straw for growing mushroom. The world's highest mountains are in Nepal. The mountainous areas are useful for conducting high-altitude research. A pyramid-shaped laboratory was established in Lobuche in the Everest region in 1991 with support from Italy's National Research Council, CNR. The lab, located at an altitude of 5,050 meters, conducts studies on human physiology, life cycle of plants, and glacial flow in the region, among other things. NAST has also been examining the impacts of climate change in the mountainous region. By setting up permanent plots in the high-altitude tree lines and collecting the cores of the trees, information is being gathered on past climates to make predictions about future climate change. Air, water, and soil are easily available in nature, but human activities are polluting them. The Environmental Research Laboratory studies the pollution levels in these 3 resources. Every year, the lab tests more than 700 samples of water collected from various areas of the Kathmandu Valley and makes the findings public. Likewise, it has been monitoring the air pollution and visiting landfill sites to measure the pollution caused by such sites. Also, search is on to find ways to remove chemical and biological pollutants in water through the use of biochemical compounds found in plants. The lab also studies the changing patterns of precipitation. Likewise, it has been examining the pollution caused by carbon absorbed by soil. To ensure that both the edible and inedible plants found in nature do not die out due to natural disasters, including floods and landslides among other causes, the seeds of such plants are being collected and preserved. Since 2011, the seeds of around 100 plant species have been collected and stored. The lab also studies the germination capacity of the seeds and their ability to adapt to climate change. The seeds stored in the lab remain preserved for 100 years. Much of the traditional knowledge are becoming extinct due to the inability to back them with scientific evidences. Traditional knowledge, especially related to plants, need to be protected. Also, several plant species are facing extinction due to over-harvesting. The lab collects the DNAs of such plants and barcodes them to prevent extinction. Biological pesticides can control most of the plant diseases and pests. For this purpose, bacteria are being collected from soil and tests are being conducted. Also, tests are being done to mass-produce bacteria that thrive at hot springs and use such bacteria to boost industrial productivity. The Jujudhau yogurt of Bhaktapur, which is fermented by special bacteria, is very famous for its distinct taste. If we are able to protect the bacteria and use them elsewhere, this would help reduce the use of artificial taste enhancers in food and drinks. Also, search is underway for bacteria that can replace the use of chemicals used in processing the allo plant, Himalayan nettle. In order to tackle pests affecting the fruit trees, accurate diagnosis of the pests is essential. In order to control the HLB disease in oranges, the orange leaves are being examined. Out of over 2,000 samples, the disease was found in 200 samples. Apart from this, the lab also conducts forensic tests on the samples of high-value medicinal plants and animal parts to aid the criminal investigations of wildlife crimes. The lab was set up to test the levels of radioactivity in food imports to Nepal following the 1986 Chernobyl nuclear disaster. Research on physical science was started in 1988. After 24 years, in 2012, a state-of-the-art physical science lab was set up in order to expand the research. After this, the lab started conducting other tests as well, apart from radioactivity. Individuals working in radioactive environments for longer hours are affected by radiation. NAST has been providing radiation dosimetry services to assess the radiation absorbed by individuals working daily in radioactive environments, X-ray operators, for example. Currently, about 600 individuals are being tested for exposure to radiation. People should not work in a place with radiation level higher than 20 millisievert. Likewise, nanotechnology helps in processing the harmful chemical waste produced by factories. This technology is also used to test the purity of metals. Nepal is rich in terms of natural resources. From the plains to the mountains of Nepal, a wide variety of medicinal herbs grow in abundance. Now tests are being carried out to isolate the active compounds in the medicinal plants. These tests have shown promise of identifying medicinal herbs with potential to cure various diseases and producing various drugs. NAST has been working with the belief that science should reach out to the poor and help in sustainable development of the country. Its works, aided by technology and started in various remote villages to assist in the daily needs of the people, have proved fruitful. Through works like rainwater collection and expansion of appropriate technologies for vegetable farming, preparations are being made to develop model villages. NAST works to make the modern technology accessible to the common man. It has also been working to find ways to remove heavy metals from fish, reduce the impact of parasites on animals, and control epidemics like Kala-Azar, dengue, and cholera, among others. Similarly, work has been started to apprise the local units and the government of better ways to collect and manage medicinal fungus like Yarsagumba. There is a severe lack of information and knowledge on climate change in Nepal. Nepal Climate Change Knowledge Management Center, which was set up to serve this need, has been disseminating the information collected from its own research and from elsewhere through its website. The center also organizes interactions at national, regional, and local levels to spread the information on climate change. Likewise, in the interactions organized in all districts in coordination with the District Administration Office, ways to pass climate change-related information to the center were discussed. Besides these, NAST has been organizing various trainings, seminars and conferences under its science faculty and assisting in the development of necessary manpower in the field. Every year, NAST gives grants for one-year research to researchers with master's or PhD degrees with the aim to reduce the brain drain. While science propounds theories, technology takes the theories to the grassroots so that the common man could benefit from the theories. The Faculty of Technology works as a bridge between science, engineering, and market. The department, which had been set up for engineering studies, now functions as the Faculty of Technology and is involved in the development of alternative energy. It is working on solar, bioenergy, hydropower, and wind energy sectors. NAST took initiative to successful piloting of solar photovoltaic systems in Nepal, which basically converts solar energy into electricity and used for lighting as well as underground water pumping. Now such electricity is also being connected to the national grid. NAST has also developed a technology to remove the dirt that builds up on the solar panels. Since this technology has proved useful in cleaning the panels of solar street lights, NAST is working to make this technology available in the market at cheaper prices. Nepal sees 300 days of sunshine per year. On an average, Nepal sees about 5 peak sun hours daily, which means enough electricity can be generated from solar power. But for this, hundreds of thousands of solar panels are needed. Nast has a state-of-the-art lab to test the quality and efficiency of solar panels. Nast's Renewable Energy Test Station, RETS, also issues quality certification after testing the quality of solar panels. RETS has been doing this for about 20 years. Likewise, in order to promote the production of bioenergy, research has been concluded on biobriquettes. The research has shown that biocharcoal can be produced from brushwood and other green waste, and biobriquettes can be produced from such charcoal. The production and market of biobriquettes have been expanding gradually. Projects implemented in coordination with various organizations have shown that use of biochar increases agricultural productivity by up to 400%. Farmers who used biochar in their farmland continuously for 3 years and grew pumpkin and other crops in the patches in the 4th year witnessed the crop yield growing markedly. Use of charcoal can control invasive plants in the forest and store carbons and also increase productivity. Nast organizes trainings and workshops to encourage farmers to use charcoal. Tests conducted to extract oil from inedible plants like jatropha, curcas, and castor and produce biodiesel from the oil have become successful. The biodiesel has successfully been tested on vehicles. Since the past 3 years, a lab has been powered by electricity produced by generators which use biodiesel. One precondition for technological development is that all the machinery and equipment used in the country should be functioning smoothly. To this end, Nast has developed standards and guidelines for repair and maintenance of various machinery and equipment. It also assesses the radiation emitted by various electrical devices. Wind energy is another source of alternative energy. Many years after Nast conducted its first research on wind energy at Kagbeni in the mountain district of Mustang, similar projects have been launched in 3 other places. Studies have shown that Nepal has huge potential to generate power from the wind. But research is still underway to identify the appropriate technology for generating energy from the wind. Teachers play a key role in spreading knowledge to the grassroots. They can inculcate scientific thought process and habits in the students from an early age. Nast Faculty of Technology provides trainings to science teachers on how to build various electrical devices and how to repair them. Over the past decade, hundreds of school teachers and university teachers have been provided such trainings. These trained teachers have been taking the knowledge to the nooks and corners of the country. It is not that we don't have technologies. We do have indigenous technologies in use since the dawn of time, but we have not been able to preserve, develop, and expand our useful technologies. Nast has been archiving traditional technologies and working to modernize such technologies. Disasters risk reduction is Nast's other major area of work under technology development. Under this initiative, research and trainings are being conducted to develop houses that are resilient to earthquake, landslide, fire and lightning. Nast is also working to generate fuel from plastic waste and release the technology to the public. This initiative not only tells us that plastic is made from fossil fuel, but has also taught ways to generate fuel from plastic waste. Research has shown that a litre of diesel can be produced from a kilo of plastic. Work has been started to clean up the trekking routes in the mountains by collecting the plastic waste littering these routes. Compared to many countries, Nepal has huge potential for hydropower development. Albeit slowly, hydropower generation is steadily gathering momentum. But there was absence of guidelines in the country for testing the quality of the machinery and equipment used in hydropower generation and standards for such equipment. Nast has started this work with support from the Ministry of Energy. Now, Nast has started testing the quality and capacity of all kinds of machinery and equipment used in small hydropower plants, both at Nast Lab and at the project sites. Under Natural Sciences, work is underway to develop and expand nanotechnology. Various items are being produced using nanotechnology. research is being carried out to use nanoparticles for site-specific drug delivery in the human body. Also, research is underway to engineer nanomaterials that can be used in cosmetic products. Likewise, scientists are working to find ways to use nanomaterials for treating water and decipher the chemical secrets of kush, the grass which is an essential item in all Hindu rituals. Also, a state-of-the-art laboratory is currently under construction. Once the lab comes into operation, various research works can be carried out round the clock. Many Japanese and Korean scientists have also worked under the Faculty of Technology at Nast. Likewise, Nast provides research grants to Nepali scientists who conduct research at Nast labs. In line with the concept of developing smart villages in various parts of the country, Nast has started using different apps so that people can make maximum benefit of information technology and improve their livelihoods. Nast has also been supporting other organizations in setting up various types of labs. With a view to creating a conducive atmosphere for qualified scientists of Nepali origin working abroad to come and work in Nepal, Nast has launched a campaign titled Farka He Farka Vaigyanik Timilai Daksa Nepal. The campaign aims to bring their knowledge into the country and at the same time provide opportunity to those who want to work for the country. Development of science and technology alone is not enough. It is important to disseminate the science and technology-related knowledge and skills to the grassroots and at the same time give encouragement to those involved in the development of science and technology. The promotion division works in this direction. Right from the start, the division has been organizing promotional activities like seminars, workshops, interactions, Olympiads, and science fairs. It has also been publicizing the achievements made in science and technology through the mass media, including newspapers, radio, and television. The division produces weekly radio programs which have a good audience. Events organized on special days related to science and technology have also been useful to inform the people about the latest happenings in science. The research and travel grants which are awarded for scientific work are made available through the promotion division. In order to encourage those working in the science and technology sector, Nast has set up various awards through its own resources and in collaboration with various organizations. Science and Technology Academy Award, Youth Science and Technology Award, Dayananda Bajracharya Research Award, Science Journalism Award, and various other awards set up in the name of Phanendra Prasad Neupane, Mohan Dhoaj Basnet, Jeet Bahadur Nakarmi, and Bhuvaneshwar Lal Shrestha, among others, are distributed through the promotion division. Likewise, the Nature Conservation Award and an award set up in collaboration with Nabil Bank Limited have been huge encouragements for those working in the field of science and technology. Similarly, the World Academy of Sciences Award, TWAS, is given in coordination with Nast. Apart from awarding various research grants, Nast has been conducting research through Nast academicians under the program titled Academy for Academicians. Besides these activities, Nast has been organizing interactions and conferences at national and international levels to disseminate the achievements made in the science and technology sectors to the ordinary people. There are many challenges facing Nast, and it has much to do. Deploying its resources, which are limited, Nast has the responsibility to present the results of the work done in science and technology to the people. Whatever Nast has done so far was made possible through the support of over a dozen regional and international organizations. Therefore, it is important to strengthen Nast both financially and administratively to develop it as the backbone of prosperity of the people and the country.